Starting to move up, the favourite at $3, number 12, Northern Brewer, the Tasmanian. Having his first look at Kilmore today, Mark Stanley, the trainer-driver. And they are lining up. Field of 14 to go around, $3 and $1.70 for Northern Brewer, number 12. $5.30 and $2.40 for number 2, Expert Tay, has very good standing start form in Brisbane during the winter. And then $7.80 for number 11, Newsbreaker. Field coming up well. Between them, they've won 262 races and just over $2 million in prize money. A field of 14 to go around in the Jetport Parking Kilmore Cup of 1997. And they're just about set for a start. Strands fly back and away they go. Tricky Lad galloped away at the start. Northern Brewer stepped okay importantly, and Off the Old was up in the air at the start. It's galloped out Off the Old and giving them away a big start. Oh, Northern Brewer's in trouble there. He was badly inconvenienced, the favourite. Had probably lost a further 20 metres. He didn't gallop, he was inconvenienced. And as they run into the first turn, it was Expert Tay was able to lead unchallenged. He's 5 metres in front. The Phoenix was up running second, and Camwood Kango began well. He's running third, but being restrained, he's got his mouth wide open. Kildon peeled around him 3 wide. 3 back the inside was Hushed World. Pinball Machine was over on the rails and then out of limits. 5 metres away then to Newsbreaker on the outside of Tricky Lad. Then came Southern Salute. Whale of a Tail a little wide on the outside of the Suleiman. 5 metres away then to Off the Old. And Northern Brewer's been able to tack on his last and about 35 metres off the lead. 3 laps to go and Expert Tay in front, not going all that hard. Leads the sulky's length. The Phoenix is on his back. Newsbreaker centre light early in the piece. He's working around them 3 wide and now getting to third. Gets into the 1 wide lane. Fourth the inside Hushed World. Whale of a Tail still 3 deep, but he is moving forward around Kildonan. 4 back the inside Pinball Machine, and then Camwood Kango on the outside of Tricky Lad. Outer Limits was next, and then Off the Old from Southern Salute, 1 off the fence, trailed by the Suleiman. And the favourite Northern Brewer is last, and he must be 35 or 40 metres off the lead. As they work off the back, about 2 1/4 laps to go, and Expert Tay the leader, 2 metres in front of Whale of a Tail. The Phoenix is third on the leader's back, and Newsbreaker with good cover fourth now. He's 1 out and 1 back. 5th the inside Hushed World, 3 back the running line was Kildonan. Pinball Machine 4 back the rail, and then Camwood Kango on the outside of Tricky Lad. Next Outer Limits on the outside of Off the Old, which is 6 back the rail. Then Southern Salute, the Suleiman, they're 1 off the fence, and likewise Northern Brewer, who's last. They've got 2 circuits left to go in the Jetport Parking Kilmore Cup of 1997, and Expert Tay the leader. He's about 1 metre in front of Whale of a Tail, and the lead time was 1:58.8. So Expert Tay into the back, leads 1 metre. Whale of a Tail second. The Phoenix is third on the inside of Newsbreaker. 5th the inside Hushed World. Around him was Kildonan. Pinball Machine is 4 back the rail. 4 back the running line, Camwood Kango. The next pair are Outer Limits on the outside of Tricky Lad, and then Off the Old on the inside of Southern Salute. The Suleiman peeled out 3 wide, and Northern Brewer's going to get onto his back, the favourite. He's still last, but starting to improve, 30 metres off the lead. They work inside the 1200 now, and the first quarter in 31.5. Expert Tay now being eyeballed by Whale of a Tail. Third the inside the Phoenix. Newsbreaker is 1 out and 1 back fourth. 5th the inside Hushed World. Around it was Kildonan. The Suleiman is sliding up 3 wide, and he's got Northern Brewer on his back as they go around Camwood Kango. Pinball Machine 4 back the inside. Southern Salute comes out 3 deep. He's on the back of Northern Brewer. He's 3 wide fourth last. Southern Salute around Outer Limits and Tricky Lad, and Off the Old was last. A circuit left to go in the Kilmore Cup, and it's Expert Tay and Whale of a Tail together. The Suleiman 3 wide gets to third. Second quarter 31.7. The Phoenix is fourth on the inside of Newsbreaker. 3 deep with a trail Northern Brewer. He's certainly close enough now, the favourite, about 7 metres off the lead. 3 back the inside Hushed World. Around him Kildonan wedged away the centre. 3 deep with Southern Salute. Then Pinball Machine on the inside of Camwood Kango, and Outer Limits 3 wide. Then Tricky Lad and Off the Old. Expert Tay the leader. Northern Brewer's hooking 4 wide. 400 left to go, and it's Expert Tay. 2 metres clear. Whale of a Tail under pressure. The Suleiman 3 deep. Northern Brewer struggling to get around that bottom turn. He's 4 wide. 29.5 the quarter. Expert Tay slipped away. On the turn, the Phoenix can get out of his good enough. And then the Suleiman, Northern Brewer very wide, struggling now. Newsbreaker gets into the clear. Expert Tay at the 100 in front. The Phoenix is trying to peg him back and wide out Newsbreaker. Expert Tay in front. The Phoenix can't get him, and it's Expert Tay's Kilmore Cup. Expert Tay all the way with Expert Tay. For Vicky Bridge and Peter Tritton, 1 at 2 metres. Second, the Phoenix. Third home, Newsbreaker. Then came Hushed World. Pinball Machine. Further back then, the Camwood Kango. The Suleiman next in from Tricky Lad. Off the old Whale of a Tail. Then Out of Limits, Kildon and Southern Salute. And Northern Brewer seemed to struggle with the track on the final bend, and he's pulled up rearward. 28.7 the last quarter. Mile rate of 27.3. Are at 2.6.11. No totes, I've got some details. Two, 6 and 11. 2, 6 and 11 are the official placings. Fourth in was Hushed World, and fifth in was the Suleiman. Margins 1.5 metres by 2. That's 1.5 by 2. A gross time of 4 minutes, 0.3. Mile rate of 27.3. Last mile, 2.1.5. 2.1.5 the last mile, and the last half in 58.2. The winner of the Kilmore Cup, ladies and gentlemen, win it in Brisbane, trained at Condell Park. Vicky Bridge, the trainer, Peter Tritton, the driver, and the winner of the Jetport Parking Kilmore Cup, Experte. And we've got no totes as yet. 2, 6 and 11, fourth number 5, fifth in number 15. And we've got, okay. $5.20 and $2.30 for Experte, $5.20, $2.30. The Phoenix, $8.90. And third in was Newsbreaker, returning $2.60. $126.30 Quinella, $126.30. Trifecta, $2,720.20. The running double for 5 and 2, $19.80, $19.80. The daily double on the combination of 5 and 2, $12. And the quaddie combination 2, 5, 5 and 2 returns $46.60, $46.60 for the quaddie.